Hey everybody, today we are going to go over uh, the classes or class system, skill system in Ultima Online. However you want to call it or whatever terminology you use. So if you're a new player or a returning player, and the people I'm targeting here are not the people that have been playing over the last 5 to 10 years. We're talking about people who haven't played in a long time, or who've never played. That's our target for the day. Okay, so we're gonna start with my first video is going to be on a character or a class that is going to take you far. You can solo a lot of the champion spawns, and that's something that I have not made a video on, which I'm sure a lot of you are confused with that as well. It's a good way to make money, get scrolls, which we'll go over while we're talking about the class systems as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We're talking about the ABC Archer, and that's Archery, Bushido, and Chivalry. So there are different ways to do this. Everybody kind of has their own opinion on what makes a solid build with this character. I myself like to run, let's go to show real, or let's show modified. So I'm a little off on some things, mainly because, like, if you look, I probably need to work on my, there's a few things I need to fluctuate that aren't that big a deal for me at the moment. Like my resisting spells, I need to drop my Bushido down to 80 flat, get my resisting spells up to 100, things like that. But once again, I'm not too worried about that. It's not the end of the world. So, here we go. With this, we're looking at running these 7 skills. And always put your stuff in a custom tab. It's a lot easier to keep up with. It's going to make your day a lot easier in the end. So you're going to be looking for Bushido. You're going to look for Anatomy, Archery, Healing, Tactics, Resisting Spells, and Chivalry. So, with that being said, obviously Archery and Tactics and Anatomy itself, Healing as well, these are all things that if you want to play the game naturally and level them, by all means, it's a great way to do it. There are different methods to do it. One of my favorite places to look would be UO Guide. And that is you can buy first off you can buy it, right? Start out with it would be my suggestion. Archery is first off, it's not like swordsmanship, right? You're gonna have to buy arrows, so it's a little pricier to train when you think about it. So start out with archery. If I were you, I'm starting a character with archery and tactics. Realistically, I'm probably looking at giving it archery, tactics, and healing, or even archery, healing as your main ones. Something along those lines. Bushido, Chivalry, and those two really easy to level up. We're not even worrying about those right now. Those are 2 of the easiest things in the game, in my opinion, to get leveled. So let's start with archery. Let's talk archery. So this is my guy right here. This little man right here. He's my archer. And as you can see, Glorious Lord Valmont, Destroyer of the Cold Blood. He runs champ spawns alone. And that's how we get these power scrolls. I got this today. A little lava tile. This is going to make me a decent amount of money. These are all things you can do with a character like this. And if you're with other players, even better. You bring a lot of utility and a lot of help to a party. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about method 1 for archery. So, let's go ahead and assume you started with 50 archery, because that's what I'm telling you to do. So we're going to start with, where are we going to start? I would start, in my opinion, if you're new, New Haven, right? Are they even around anymore? I don't know. The Ettons, are they still in New Haven? Honestly, let's go check it out. So, we are going to go to Haven. Alright. Sacred Journey, that's going to be a chivalry spell, so you're going to be able to roam around. So it's telling us to go south of New Haven. Let's get our map out. Alright. And I think we're going south, kids. I am going to try and show you all of this stuff as we do it, so you have a better understanding of what you're looking to do. Alright, where you're going. Alright, so we got one right here. There's an Etten. That's going to get your skill up. You're going to want to work on that. What do we got here? Alright, so we got some mining. We're not worrying about mining. However, it's also another good way to make money. So yeah, we got some Ettons around here. That is one way of doing it. Yeah. So killing the Ettons in south of Haven, it's a safe way, right? That is a safe way. You're not going to be too worried about a lot of things killing you. I would hope not. Now, we could also, another great way of doing this would be, let's go to Britain, okay? I'm going to run with you guys. I'm assuming you're new, right? We don't have teleportation. So when you get to a moon gate where we just were, you're going to click Trammel, New Haven, and that was south of the city, south of the moon gate. So let's pretend we're new. Now, we do not have a rune book with places yet. Now, if you're on Legends and you need a rune book or you need help with any of this, you get a hold of me, you comment, you ask for help. I can help you get a suit of armor, something that's costs no. Regs, I can help you get a suit that's really geared for training. Stuff like Bushido and Chivalry and mysticism, any of that stuff, I can help you get there. We can help with that. Now, this is on the OSI. This is on the server. Legends, the Shard Legends. So if you do need any help and you play Legends, get a hold of me. Leave a comment. Our guild town is right outside of Umbra. It's hard to miss. We're one of the only town-looking places there are at this point. Come join us. Have some fun. Alright. So you saw where I ran. I ran all the way north. Alright. And here we are. We got skeletons, ghouls, all this stuff. These are great. You almost can't go wrong with this. And now while you're doing this, you're going to be getting heals and all that fun stuff, right? Look at that. Look at me go. Alright, so you're going to use heals here. You're gonna get healing. You're gonna get your archery up. You are going to get your anatomy up, your tactics up. You're going to get your resisting spells up here. This is actually a great place for that. Okay? Tactics, so that's archery. That's how we're going to look to train archery, right? There's other ways of doing it, but I'm assuming as a new character or a returning player who doesn't really have anything, let's stick with these basic ways of doing it. Let's get your mind back in the game so you can get the gameplay down. Okay, so that's your archery's marked off the list. All right. Now let's go to some fun ones here. We're going to be looking at anatomy. Anatomy is going to come to you with healing and with fighting. Okay? which we definitely, it's just going to come itself. You don't really have to do anything solo for that. Let's talk about tactics. It's the same way. There's nothing really you're going to do to get your tactics up other than just fight. Healing. Oh boy, is there a lot of different ways to do healing. Healing is also just going to come in time, right? If that's how you want to do it. If you said, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to wait. Well, let's go. Right? Let's go. So it does, your healing would train, healing trains faster with another player. Unless you're on a busier server or doing stuff, but solo, you're still your best bet. I personally, so you can get healing trained up to 40, it looks like in New Haven. Might be 30, not 100%, but let's just say that's what that is. But 30, 40, don't quote me. So your healing's important, right? And anatomy. Healing and anatomy are so important with this stuff, right? That's what's going to help you get to cure poison and all that. So you need to get to 60 to cure poison. I came here for a reason, though. So this is a tailor shop. Look for the scissors. If you're new or a returning player, if you're thinking, man, how do I get bandages right here? How do I get bandages? Well, you're going to come to a tailor. You're going to buy. You're going to buy. You should start with a pair of scissors, but if you don't have scissors, you're going to buy a pair of scissors. You're going to come down here. You're going to buy a bolt of cloth, or you're going to buy cut cloth. It's your choice. Doesn't really matter. Get one or the other. You're going to buy all that up. As much as you need. Don't get too much. You can put it in the bank. Well, I guess I should show you guys, alright? So let's get our scissors, which I should already have some. Let's get a bolt of cloth. Let's buy 5 of them. I just bought $60,000 worth of cloth. No, why was I doing that? Why would I do that? Oh my god. Alright, so I can't carry that, guys, right? That's too heavy. Alright, so we're going to take this. We're going to do 50. Boom. Alright, we got 50 bolts of cloth right here, right? We're going to double click your scissors. You're going to go back down to your cloth. You're going to click on that one time. 2,500. So we're going to double click those scissors. We're going to double click that cloth. And now, voila. Laying on the ground because I'm an idiot and don't have enough room is a bunch of bandages. However, I am cheap. And no way am I leaving behind this much stuff because I don't like wasting money. Does anybody else like wasting money? We're going to walk this to the bank. So ridiculous. I can't believe I did this. Alright. Let's see if we can get the bank open here. No, well. Alright. Put that in the bank. Alright, so we got our bandages, right? We all got that. Alright, so now that we got our bandages, depending on, most places have a moon gate to go places. When you travel to the moon gate to Britain, you are not going to come to this moon gate. So don't get confused. You're going to start at the one that's south, and then you're going to have to run north. Okay. So we talked about archery, we talked about healing. So this is where it's really important to do New Haven. Now, all of these places, if you're a new character, they have quests, even not a new character, they have quests for training, to help your training. Archery, things like that, super important. So we're looking for healing is what we were talking about. We're looking for Avencia. Avencia, where are you, Avencia? Alright, see all these people right here, and this is what I mean by training. And if you need help with this in your own Legends, get a hold of me. I will come show you. So look, do you see what I'm saying here? Train parry. Alright, I can train my parry up with this guy if I want. And I'd have to drag however much gold he says, right? I'm paying him. Now check this out. We got swordsmanship, tactics. This is a place. You come and train your tactics up. Get that tactics up. And then start doing the stuff, right? Alright, I don't know where this punk is. I would assume, let's open our map, guys. What are we doing? Let's go to the shrine. Right? That makes sense, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Was that the shrine? Bowyer. They're trying to fight with me right now. Oh, no, no, over here, not the shrine. We want the healers of New Haven, right? Look, I just saw somebody. Such a sad and lonely town. Alright, right here. There it is. You see that? That's Avencia, the healing instructor. This is the people you want to go to for your training. Instructors. So not only is this person going to be able to... they can't do anything for me at this time because they just can't. This person's going to get your healing up to, I think, 40 if you do the quest, right? Do it. Important. Okay, so that's healing. Now let's talk resist spells. Resist spells is easy. Alright. A lot of this, like I said though, a lot of this will come to you. You don't have to push this, okay? Okay. So here, where would this be at? There's an NPC we're looking for here. I'm trying to make sure I can find it for you guys. They are... So the objective with this is... where would they be? I'm trying to think where they'd be. Maybe at the mage's place? I'm trying to make sure we get this right for you guys. Let's go check up there. We're looking for Elephian. Alright, they're not here. But that's a mage instructor. That's evaluating intelligence. Right here. Right here. There they are. There they are. This is important, guys. I promise. Doing all these little quests to get your stuff up is important. This is actually going to help you with your skill gain. And it will accelerate it as well at some point during that quest. Which will be to get from 0 to 50. And the best part is that we can max resisting spells right here. That's right, kids. We can get up to 120 resist spells here if we want to. For the build I'm telling you to do, we're not going to do that. Alright, so this is going to help with healing too, but you're going to need a good suit for this. And that's where I come in if you're here. If you're not here, find a decent suit. You could probably do it, just don't pull a ton on you. So these guys right here, the spectral spellbinders, you're going to target them. Target, just let them follow you, right? There's another one, right? Just go get freaking 20 on you. Not 20, but as many as you can find. I like to pull them into a room like this, right? And just sit here. I'll just sit here like that. Just let them cast on you. So just sit here. So this is what I'm talking about doing. I know, I keep saying, oh, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you, but then I actually just, I'm like, do this. All right, so we're going to target, attack, turn that on, attack it. I forget my own strength sometimes, sorry guys. Let's get this off so I can show you. Get unarmed while you do this. Do not do this armed, it'd be goofy. You kill them way too quick. Alright, so Spectral Spellfinder. Make sure your wrestling is turned down when you're doing this, because you are going to hit them here and there. Alright, so check it out. See, I'll punch them. And my tactics and SSI are really high, so I'm going to be punching a lot faster than you guys will. Look, I could kill this by wrestling it. You won't have those problems. But you're also going to have a bunch on you, right? So they're going to cast and cast and cast and cast. So you guys will not be doing this. So I could also prevent myself from doing that if need be. But I'm not going to take my armor off to show you guys that. So that's your resisting spells. So we have now gone over healing. And heal yourself while you are doing that. The best way to heal yourself is, guys, click actions. Okay. I'm going to show you once I find it. Did I skip it? I might have skipped it. My bad. Alright. Items/abilities. Bandage self. Get that on a macro. F1, F2, whatever you feel like doing. Mine's F4. Make sure you can heal yourself on the go. So, right? And then when you heal yourself, it's going to say, started applying the bandages. You wait till it says that you have either finished applying the bandages or you finished applying the bandages but it hardly did anything. Or else you're just going to keep using bandages and waste them. Don't want to do that. We don't like wasting money. So, let's go back to our skills. I closed out. Alright, so we have gone over anatomy. We have gone over archery. We have gone over healing. We have gone over tactics and resisting spells. So all of those things kind of work together. You will get your anatomy up, you will get your healing up, you will get your archery up, tactics and resisting spells from fighting. Do the things I said to fight. But before you do any of that, make sure you do the training. It is important. Do these trainings with these people. There should be an archery instructor in here. If your archery isn't where you'd like it to be, do it. Right here, archery instructor, tactics instructor. Do both of these if you're running this character and you don't have high enough yet. All right. Bushido. One of the easiest skills. Now, I run at 50 Bushido. I run at 80 after alterations to my jewelry. So I stick at 80. I don't need more than 80, not with how I run this character. And like I said, I solo stuff all the time. Don't have an issue with it. So let's make sure we're going to the right place. All right, so we're going to come up here. All right. If this is even a thing now, which it might not be. Yeah, so right here, this is what you're going to do. You're going to have this guy train you in Bushido. The great part about this is, first off, you also need to get the Book of Bushido. Buy this. You have it to use it. So, Bushido. This is a fun one. This is an easy one. You're just going to spam it, guys. Spam, 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 spam. You're going to spam confidence. You're going to spam confidence nonstop until you get to 60 skill points. Once you are done getting to 60 skill points, you are going to spam counterattack until you're 75. When you are done, you are going to do evasion. These are important. Okay, let's open it up. So first one we're working on is confidence. You're going to spam confidence. Put that on a macro and just mash. Mash that button. You know, run around and mash that button. Yeah, Bushido's also going to come to you while you're fighting. Make sure you're using things while you're fighting. Once you get up to 50 skill points, which will be pretty quick using confidence, every time you fight, use lightning strike. That's going to get your skill up really nicely. You're only going to 80. Make sure once you get to your caps, say 80, right? I'm locking it. You can lock it, okay? That is important. Now character. This is important. This is fun. We'll talk about this in a second. All right. Now we're finding Chivalry. We got Bushido taken care of. So 80 Bushido is what you're shooting for. So this class, your suit does matter, but almost any class other than like those some classic classes that used to be in this game that really nobody plays anymore, doesn't really matter, right? I mean, some people still play them, and if you're in a large enough group, they're great. Old classic tamer, even a classic archer, classic swordsman, they all work fine if you're in big enough groups. If you're not in big enough groups, it could get ugly, but we'll talk about that another time. So, ABC. Bum, 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 bum. We're going to come up here. This is all New Haven, guys. Chivalry Instructor. We're going to take this quest. Take it. Take it. And you know what? It's okay. Be a noob. Noobs are fine. I like being a noob. Anyways, so what you're going to do, you're going to hold a weapon. Once you get your training done, you're going to consecrate weapon. Let me show you what I mean by that. Not show you, but so this guy should also buy the Book of Chivalry. Buy that book, you need it. You're going to always have to have the book on you to cast this stuff, okay? Consecrate weapon. You're going to spam this. Once again, use this while you're training your archery. It will go up all at the same time. Now, before you go train your archery, if you just want to level this stuff up to your max, you can. And that's fine as well. So you're going to do that. And then you're going to cast Divine Fury. So with this, Chivalry's 120. So it's going to take a while. You're going to cast Divine Fury from 40 to 60. These are all things you can find on Yo Guide, and they all work really well. You're going to cast Enemy of 1 for 60 to 70. From 70 to 90, you're going to cast Holy Light. And then we're just going to 90 to 120, Noble Sacrifice that bad boy out of there. So, we got that for the most part. If not, message me. Say, hey Dave, I don't get what you're saying. Can you help me? Yeah, man, absolutely. Alright, so these things, you get in front of it. You see that beautiful thing right there? See that? See that? Well, we can lock our karma too. But we don't want to lock our karma. Tith Gold. You need this to cast Chivalry. You want a suit while training that is lower mana cost, mana reg, and lower regs. Alright. So, not hard to find. You can go and look for vendor search. You can ask in chat. You can ask me and I will get you one. Alright? That's not hard. You can take care of that. That's it, guys. That's the ABC Archer. And from that point on, what you're going to do, for me, in most of my fights, I use Lightning Strike. And weapons. Weapons are important. Get weapons that are slayers. To whatever you're fighting. Like, here's Reptile Slayer. Here's a Dragon Slayer. It really makes a difference. I can help you find that stuff. We can help you get them. We can take care of that, depending on what you're doing. If you can't find that, something like this that doesn't have it, right, that is still, I mean, that's Fire Elemental Slayer. We're not going to use that, but it's still not a bad weapon if I don't have anything better, right? Like, you're not a slub for using that if that's all you've got. Anyways, let's continue. So, that's what I got for you guys. Oh, I was talking about skills. So, Divine Fury, that is great. Makes you attack faster, a little bit more damage, blah, 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 blah. Stamina is also refreshed. Caster's Karma and Chivalry matter with this, right? I mean, I'm a glorious lord, so we're all right. Enemy of one's the same way. It's affected by the Caster's Karma. Make sure you are an evil person. It won't help you. So, whatever you take... so if I cast this and I'm fighting a dragon, right? All dragons from that moment on for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever, are really susceptible and they'll turn orange. But I'll do a whole more lot damage on them from that point on until it runs out. And then at that point, I'm mainly just doing quick lightning strike, right? Lightning strike and whatever my weapon skill is. So your weapon skill, you're going to come up here, you're going to click character abilities. Your weapon skill is going to be on the left-hand side. You're going to click disarm. Well, that's my bad, guys. Let me put this on. All right, so armor ignore, moving shot. I use armor ignore. Moving shot's great for stuff other than PVM, but monsters. But so armor ignore. There you go. And then just keep that Divine Fury going. Depending on where you're fighting, keep that enemy on up. And you can just pretty much, like I said, I run that way. You can look at my videos. I do solo champs. It's easy. This is a really easy character to work up. You are going to need power scrolls. These are things I can help with if we get to that. You get to that point if you're on Legends. If not, good luck. It's a super fun character to run. If you need any more input... I almost messed up. Guys. I almost messed up. Stats. Do they matter? Whew, they matter. All right, so... Oh, gosh, I'm trying to remember how... So strength is going to come to you as you fight, right? So, you need... I run a high dexterity character, and I run high strength, and I have minimum intelligence. I actually need to raise my intelligence to about 20, is what I'm looking at. So... With that being said, we need to talk about stat training. Strength is going to come to you as you fight, but we can get your dexterity and intelligence up. The best thing to do in a situation like this, you're going to go buy... Is there a music shop in here? Or tinker shop? Anywhere, guys? I don't know. You're going to go to somewhere that you can buy, right there, springs and things. Let's see if they've got it. So you're going to go to somewhere that you can buy an instrument. And I'm sorry I didn't talk about this to begin with. This is actually going to probably be your first thing you need to work on. This is your first thing. I feel goofy not telling you about this to begin with. I'm so sorry. I'm at the wrong place. Alright, so we jumped up a little too far. So right here, we're going to grab this tinker right here. I think. I could be wrong. I think so. Nope, drum. Drum, tambourine, lap harp, lute. Any of those. So what you're going to do, before you mess with anything, you're going to get in your skills. Okay? You're going to go over to... now, I want to say Arms Lore back in the day did something. But I know Evaluated Intelligence does. Alright. Anyways. I swear Arms Lore worked better for this. Well, I could be wrong, but either using Evaluating Intelligence over and over again. And you're going to raise and lower it as you go. So, say I needed to do music, right? I would turn my music up. I would play it. Right? I will play it and get my... This gets my what? This gets my dexterity up, I think. So that's what you want. You want your dexterity up, and your Evaluating Intelligence is going to get your intelligence up. So you're going to lock those things once you get to that point, right? So once you get your dexterity up to where you want it to be, or your intelligence to where you want it to be, you're going to lock that. Now you can keep doing it to get your other skill, but once you get your intelligence up, so say I'm running, I want to say Arms Lore works on this. I could be wrong, guys. Say you do that, boom. But once again, I don't remember. I could look into this real quick. Let me look. Let me look real quick. Alright, so yeah, this is correct. So make sure it's up or locked if you're trying to gain skills in it. So you're going to do the music, right? You're going to raise your music to 20 skill points. That's, so, your bard. So you're going to play music until you have 20 skill points. So for yeah, so okay, so this is correct. So you're going to get an instrument. Let's say you're going to do strength, right? Go buy an axe. You're going to set macros too for this to make it easier. So you're going to say I need to get my, you're going to start chopping wood, right? Get your lumberjack or go buy a pickaxe down in southern New Haven where I showed you where the mines were. Bring your instrument. If we're working on strength and dexterity, you're going to bring your mining to 20, okay? Then you're going to turn your You're mining to 20, so turn your mining up, right? Get your mining to 20. Then turn your mining back down. Once you're done mining to 20, you're going to stop doing what you're doing. You're going to come over here to Bard. You're going to raise your musicianship. And then you're going to play that instrument. Do it on a macro. It's going to be so much easier. So you're just going to spam that music. Okay? Didn't work? Or it will work, I promise. That's your dexterity. So you're going to keep doing that over and over and over and over again. You're going to raise that to 20, drop it back. You're going to go back to your trade. You're going to raise mining or lumberjack, whatever one you're doing. You're just going to go back and forth between them. It's so fast to raise your strength, dexterity. You can, in a day, you can have your intelligence, your dexterity, and your strength to where you want it to be. For intelligence, you're going to do arms lore. Buy a weapon. Go buy a weapon. Go buy a cheap weapon, right? So let's talk about anatomy real quick too. But use arms lore on your weapon, and then just keep trying to figure out your weapon, right, with arms lore. So we're going to talk about anatomy real quick one more time. To get your anatomy up, there is another way of doing it, and we're going to go over that real quick. Just to, I don't know, figure it out. Anyways, your best bet is to do the thing here. You can also go target creatures or other people. Say, hey Dave, get on. I don't think NPCs work, so you can't do that. But you can just spam at the anatomy if you wanted to. Your best bet is just to do the quest here in New Haven, get it up to 50, and then just let it naturally rise. But anyways, guys, if you have any confusion with that stat thing, let me know. I know it can be a little confusing. I think in the comments I will try to, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If this was helpful to you, let me know. This is just for one character. We're going to talk about a mystic mage or a tamer mystic mage next time. That's going to be our next class we talk about. Sampire is also going to be a class we talk about. These are all things I'm going to show you need to do and what you need to do to get it. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching. If there's anything else you're looking at trying to figure out, get a hold of me. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get you set up. We're going to get you taken care of. I promise you. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.